first, once you open it, the home section will come. In home section, there will be some subsection. In every subsection, we have the different app. Okay, so we'll more focus on model configurations for your implementation. So for the master data, you have to go these app. For the attribute, you have to go these app. For the time profile, you have to go these app. So before that, you have to go the planning area. For the planning area, I told you that sample model entities is the app where you have to create the planning area for every project. This is the very prerequisite before your implementation or any project. You have to create your planning area. And you have to specify your planning area. In one planning area, you have to plan all those activities for the SAP IBP. So be very serious and learn the planning area and try to study over the planning area. So this left hand side, what you are seeing, that is all provided by SAP Labs itself. So in 2018, middle of 2018, when SAP released their update, so they provided us SAP IBP 1, which is called Unified Planning Area. So in Unified Planning Area, you can do anything. Like if your organization or you purchase demand planning only, so it may possible na. So some company wants to use IBP as a for the demand planning. Agree? Please agree with me. If maybe another company can only use IBP for their supply position. Okay. So in that scenario, we use the SAP IBP 1. So SAP IBP 1 is nothing but we can do everything module over this SAP IBP planning area, SAP IBP 1 planning area. So how to create planning area using SAP IBP? Just click on it. Then you have to copy it. Then either you can create, if you can create new, then you can create with new dependencies. Otherwise, if you want to copy it, so replace existing including dependency. Okay. So after that, if you select it, so you have to name your own planning area, ABC, XYZ, whatever you want to do. Okay. So you have to plan
What does
your
it
area.
mean, replacing the existing planning area, including dependencies?
Replacing existing planning area. That means which is exist. See.
Okay.
So this is exist.
Oh, yeah.
Already
Okay.
exist
You
in
are
my system.
basically copying and
You,
making
you,
changes.
you just remember that this name ZPUP. I will see you. This is exist in my system. Okay.
So this is your personal system access, or this is from
No.
this
This is
guide?
my official access. Okay.
Okay. But these guys, they did not give you any access, right? The virtual shop.
No. That is
Okay.
the issue. I already asked them that if you don't provide me the access, then I can't do anything actually. I can show you all these things, but I
Right.
can't
Understood.
modify
Yeah.
it.
No. I was under the understanding that they would be providing all these things and we would be doing in their test system or whatever. Okay.
Okay. So after that, you have to put, so this is source prefix. So whatever you will do, prefix should be the IBP. So not a problem. And then you have to, the main part is here. You have to select which portion you are going to be used in your organization. So are you using demand planning? So if you click up to demand planning, suppose you use all those things, then you have to use click in this checkbox. These all supported application. Got my point? Okay.
Yeah.
So and then you have to replace it. By that you have to create your own planning area. So once all the your planning area been created over here, where to go? You just duplicate it. By that new section will be comes in. So you have to write over there planning area. So that this is called sample model entities. Don't mismatch with both. This is called sample model entities. That means in here you can create your own planning area. And if you write the planning area app, if you in the planning area app, that means whatever planning area you have created or your project member are created, that will be shown over here. See, I saw you that ZPUP has already created, right? See, ZPUP will be there. See, this is the ZPUP planning area. That is why they told you that the replacement with the existing. Okay. So ZPUP is my planning area currently. So what we understand over there, if I create the plan your own planning area over here using this copy, then once you done with your planning area creation, then after that this planning area will be shown over here. So understood? So this
Yeah.
is the thing actually for the planning area. Now I am going back to the time profile which I have told you yesterday. Time profile is nothing but the time you have to mention where, like, how your plan will be going on. I mean,
Okay.
that is the time. How much time you will take? How much? What is the storage bucket profile? What is the time bucket profile? Storage means how data will be stored. That you have to define, and
Okay.
how you want to display your data. How long you want to display your data. That is the time bucket profile. Okay.
Okay.
How to
So
display.
the
So
first thing is to define the planning area, and after that we have to define this one by one time buckets
right.
reflecting in that
Right.
planning area. Okay.
Right, you are exactly right. So better you have to go the model configuration app. This is the model configuration. Here you will find the time profiles. Okay. If you want to, you are in implementation project, so your manager can tell you to create the planning, create the time profile. So how you will create? You have to create on over here new. You have to click on new. So whatever you have to select the time profile. Suppose the week. Got my point. So you have to put the ID over there. ID is, I mean, your ID. Okay. Name, whatever you are with, you can write a name, description, all those things. After that, you have to define over here. I told you that is the default display horizon. That means how far you want to display your data. That is 104 weeks. Okay.
Mhm.
This is the past and this is the future. That means future you want to see your data for 104 weeks, and for the past you want to see your data 104 weeks. Okay, got it.
Okay.
And I told you the time profile levels. So here time profile we have six time profile levels. First lowest level is day and the highest level is year. That is six. And in between one is day, two is week, three is technical week, four is month, five is quarter, and six is years. Got it?
Yeah.
So if you want to create, so you can click all over these things. Then all
Mhm.
will be come to your bucket. Here the start date and end date meaning the storage bucket will how you get the data, how your data will be stored in system. That will be
Okay.
defined by start date and end date.
Mhm.
And here you have to find these all those things. Okay.
Okay. I have a question here. Let's
Yeah,
say
yeah.
start date and end date. If we put like starting today until good until next year.
No,
Okay. So
storage
after
bucket
next
profile is,
year,
yeah.
sorry, after next year
Yeah.
we have to come back and adjust these
No,
dates or
that is why I am. Your question is very good, valid, but we don't do that types of things. If you want, you will see that there is a long time they are active. See,
oh, okay.
ended is 2056. That
Oh,
means
okay. Got it.
very much far. Your
Okay,
question is
got it.
valid, but generally we do very long time ahead. By that, every 6 months you don't come back here and change it. Okay.
Mhm.
So that is done for the time. So I think you have any question, time bucket and that planning area, you can ask me. After that, we will move to master data.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
And for the planning area, I need to tell you another thing. So suppose I told you that, let me open another one. If you want to create your planning area, you have to go your sample model entities. And if you view your planning area, you have to open only planning areas. So here we have how many planning area? Lots of
Mhm.
planning area. Lots of all are planning area, one by one. All are planning area. So what is the Excel view? I told you yesterday that Excel UI is respect upon particular planning area. You can't open Excel UI, Excel view actually using multiple planning area. How? Just open. I'm just opening planning area in Excel UI. That is very serious thing. Please mind it actually. So if you log in over this SAP IBP, I told you yesterday, recall it. So when you create, okay, when you create this one, you have to put your name as per your wish here. You have to put your server URL. After that, suppose here you will find the planning area name, that which planning area you will be working on. Got my point?
Yeah, yes.
So I am in case ZPUP. Okay, see that is the ZPUP planning area. So whatever I will show over the Excel UI, all will be the ZPUP related. Nothing else planning area will be come here.
Can you go back to that setting one more time where the planning area is mentioned in the
Sure,
connection?
sure. Suppose,
Is it a mandatory thing or optional where we
yes,
can?
obviously mandatory thing, because suppose you are working in ZPUP and your Excel view settings is suppose ZPUC not be done actually. That should not be done. So your planning view and planning result will be coming different. So suppose
Mhm.
you are working in ZPUP planning area, you have to active your Excel UI only ZPUP. So suppose, so we have these types of planning area. Please remind it that we have ZPUP, ZPUC, ZPUE, ZPUEUR, ZDR, IBP1. Okay, so this is
Mhm.
my link. This is my link. I am just copy. So here I decided that I will see my Excel view on ZPUC planning area. Okay,
Okay.
so I have to go to Excel. I have to put these three dots. I have to create. So I'm just putting TEST underscore ZPUC. This is as per my name. No one will
Mhm.
question you. Then put, then look up planning area, please. Just you have to wait sometimes.